Hey guys, I'm back. Get my mitten on here. Turn that down. I'm here. Just had to turn that down. Grab a couple paper towels. Ouch. Put my phone over there so I don't get it completely covered in. Tighten that up. Alright. Where were we? Oh yes, the tree. Let's finish up on the tree. Cut paper towel. Now this is all done in acrylic. This is acrylic paint. This is watercolor paper. Biggest part about it is how much you put on. You want less paint, more water. Just layers. Just layer upon layer upon layer. Of course, I'm painting with still left-handed, guys. I'm doing the best I can. Left-handed. But we'll get the brain to function somehow. Let's put some glasses on so we can see this tree just a little bit. We're going to put a little shadow under there. Let's grab a little bit thicker brush. Get her wet. We're going to grab some phthalo blue, just a tiny bit. Make sure our brush is drank up enough water. We're going to touch the blue. And actually, I'm going to show you real quick. What do I have for scrap painting here? Anything? Nope. I got a drawing, and this is just regular paper. I'll give this a minute. So, you can see. Let's actually do this on something you guys can see it on. Let me grab it. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I just had it the other day. I got a little watercolor notebook. And I set it down. Oh, it's under my painting. That's why I don't see it. All right. And that's something I'm going to work on. That's something I'm going to paint. That's something I painted. All right. Then watercolor paper in watercolor book. I hurt my arm. I'll set this up here just for a second so I can show you a difference of what can be done with it. Let me ouch, let me 2 seconds and share this. All right. Oh, back up a bit. It's being difficult with me. Ouch. All right, I'm back. All right. So, 2 ways we can do this. Dripping wet. You can see how the water's going to all run to the bottom. Just a minute, get that cord somewhere else. Which is very, 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 very wet. That's too wet. You end up with that problem, grab your brush, take some water off it, touch it, it'll suck up the paint. Nice thing about this is you can actually go ahead and, let's see, if we stretch this on one side a little bit while it's still a little wet, we can make this side disappear. So now we have a nice little faded spot. If we want, while it's still wet, before it completely dries, we can go ahead and do the top. We'll do this side. And we haven't even picked up any more paint. We're just moving some of this paint around because it was really heavy. And we'll just go ahead and move this around over here. Maybe a little bit over there. Like so. Next, dunk your brush, wipe it off just a little bit so it's wet. Just touch the corner of your paint. Your brush is still wet. And we're putting very little paint on. A tiny, tiny bit of paint. But mostly water. This is mostly water, so we're just gonna move it around. Just got a little bit of pigment from the paint. Like so. You want to add a touch of white to it so you can get a little bit of white color. Add a little white. Just get a touch of white here. We'll go back to the painting in 1 second. Just wanted to show this. See, it doesn't take much paint, Madonna. Could you do me a favor, Madonna? Could you share this to Matthew? I'm not sure if he got it or not. He was working on a painting, and his new paper, I guess, is super thin. Kind of like what I'm using right now on purpose. And I think he'd benefit from this technique. Acrylic watercolor is kind of a neat thing to play with. Thank you. You can do so much with acrylics that people think, oh, heavy paint, heavy color. We need to make everything thick, and you don't. You can put so many layers with thin acrylic. This acrylic just barely got. I have like a tiny bit of paint and a bunch of water. You can't do this with a canvas. Well, you can, but it's not going to take it the same way. It's not going to do the same thing for you. Anyway, super thin, chipped all the way down. A little bit thicker. Stayed pretty good. It looks thin. It looks almost see-through. You can make some dark spots and some light spots. Now I'll show you what happens if you straight paint. Paintbrush is wet, and you can still go ahead and add. Just don't get carried away with your paint. Don't put it on super heavy. Gonna do this for about 3-4 more minutes, Madonna, and then I'm gonna switch over to my painting and finish that up. Okay, get some water, get your paper towel. Yeah, if you take your acrylic and you turn it into just a wash, just basically turning it into a watercolor, um, you can do so many things with it because you can tint with, I mean, there is a micro spot of blue paint on that paintbrush right now. And we can just change the color just ever so slightly right here. Yeah, you know it's funny because I don't I don't do watercolors. I do for myself, private time. My grandmother did them, but I completely understand the technique. Well, not completely. I don't think anybody ever completely understands painting. Let's add a little water right here. So now we have water in front, different color blue. Just change it just ever so slightly. Keep your water line nice and straight. Touch of white. And I can show you. Touch. I mean, I'm talking tiny, tiny bit of white. Ever so slightly. Just run your white through there while it's still just a little bit wet. I'm doing this so if he wants to watch it later, he can. He can go ahead and say hi if he wants to, though. But yeah, thinner. Don't be afraid of it. The nice thing about it is you can use, you know, for most of us, this paintbrush would eat up a ton of paint. I'm trying to hold it, but I can't. You know, this thing would just, I mean, we can put it on there. I don't need to see. Let's use red because I'm going to not use a touch of this red. This is straight up no water acrylic paint on watercolor paper. You know, we can go dark, we can keep covering it, we can do whatever we want with it. And eventually, this piece right there is going to roll. It's going to roll right over. But if you do that and you get carried away and you thinking, wow, I got so much paint on there, wet the brush, move it around. Don't have to leave it there. It doesn't have to stay there. You can do what you want with it. Take that little bit of paint that you put on there and just move it around and create other atmosphere with it. You know, you don't have to. Don't keep applying paint. Just use what you got in that spot. Get a little water. Hey, Anthony. Bet you're thinking, what is that crazy dude doing right now? Got a round circle and a mountain. If you just came in here right now, you're thinking, oh man, Bruce has lost it. No. Same paint. Anyway. Watercolor paper, cheap, thin stuff. It's not going to hurt you. You can do a lot with it. I just threw that paintbrush down. I need it. So this is what we're working on. This is using acrylic as basically a watercolor. Super thin. This part of it was painted earlier, so it's all dry. It's not going to move. It's not going to come off. It's not going to do anything unless I get it wet. This stuff will not hold up to more water. I can actually still make it move until it seeps into every pore. It's, you know. So we're going to work on this tree a little bit, put a little bit more white in it. I'm doing kind of a mixture of just layers upon layers and layers, and I'm still painting with my stupid hand that's not using its brain today. You know why? Because I ran out of coffee today. And can you imagine me without caffeine? Oh wait, that's probably how most people would love to see me. I don't know how often during the day my wife tells me to calm down. Anyway, thank you. Right now I'm going to work on this shadow on the bottom underneath this tree. We're going to go with, let's go with, we're going to call this our light source. Actually, I need to remind myself. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, okay. Cool. Been busy. Let's call that our sunlight. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi. I do appreciate it. I do. You know that though. I don't have to tell you. Alright. Light's coming from there, so everything down here is going to be dark. Everything going down here is going to be darker. This edge should be darker. I put it lighter just so I can. I'm trying to do layers because it's so thin. But we're going to do, and I'm going to do it in a very light colored blue wash. So I mean blue. Maybe add just a touch of aquamarine to it just to give it a little bit of a different shade. Boy, I hope I can do this because I have not done a shadow left-handed in a long time. It's going to be too dark. Thin, like super thin paint. Like you can almost see through it paint. And drip's okay because we're going to chase it down the hill. You don't always want drips, but this time right here we're chasing it. My canvas sits like this so I can chase it down. Take that spot right there. Maybe a little bit right there. Grab a dry brush. I had one sitting here. Take that little spot right there off. And we'll get that little water stain to go that way, like that. Just kind of making the water go down the direction we want it to. Don't take all the little marks out because I'll let that just give you some depth of your snow and stuff that's there. Like so. Hey Matthew, what's up? How are you, my friend? I hope you are well. This is the same paper you're using, man. Just about. This might be a little bit thicker, but it's watercolor paper. This is not canvas. This is not 300-pound watercolor paper. This is only 140. I have thinner stuff that I use. As you can see, I'm super thin. Basically, I dunk my brush. You can see it's still got plenty of water in it. All I do is take it, wipe it just a tiny bit, so it's just wet. And if I could show you my palette, I would, but I can't. You'll be good, man. You're good. We all have that problem. I have that problem every day. It's sometimes we overthink our paintings. I do it all the time, man. I constantly overthink my paintings. Then I have to go back and repair them, and then repair them, and repair them. It's like an everyday battle with me. Sometimes it's a good thing though, because go back and fix stuff, and then it gets to be better and better and better. All right, let's grab just a tiny bit of white. We're talking a little bit. We're talking wipe off the paintbrush. Little tiny dabola of white. Just a tiny bit. Super thin, not heavy. Go up that way just a little bit. And the dot up here is my sunlight. Now let's go ahead and make the sunlight so we know where the sunlight is. That's my sunlight. I appreciate it, Anthony. Matthew, you ever want to if you get a chance, you want to check out an artist that takes watercolor paper just like you and I use and turns it into beautiful pieces of art and shows you techniques on how to use it as watercolor paper. Check out Anthony Gray at Grayscale. And he breaks it down on a couple of his videos on how to use this stuff, how to put it on and take it off. How to make things disappear and then bring them back with just a couple layers of paint, just using washes. That mountain you did with that style was really cool. Put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. Anyway, so just taking some whites, a little bit, not much, just thing about doing this way, it's not my normal style. It will take you a little bit longer. You can't just throw the paint on there. You got to do it in layers. You got to do it. It's not grab a big paintbrush and toss it on there. It's put a little bit on, let it dry just a little bit, put a little bit more on. It's fun though. It's a challenge because you look at it and you go, wow, okay, where is that snow going to land for me? I know I want a little bit of snow right there. We know we got snow. We know we've got the bright side. We've got snow coming right here. all up in here. Just do it nice and slow. Like so. Ouch. Oh, sorry, I'm moving up. One of the things that they too much being poked and prodded yesterday, I think. Go ahead and add a little bit of snow right here. I don't want to put it too close to that because I want that shadow right in there. You know, that nice little. I want this little line right here. Kind of pull out and meet into this one. We'll just make that sharp edge disappear because snow doesn't really have that sharp edge all the time. If somebody sees me doing something that looks really crazy, just tell me and I may or may not fix it. I may or may not be able to fix it. Let's face it. I'm a student just like you guys. Well, some of you are. I learned from the people, from Anthony and Chrissy and Ian and a few others. Oh man, that's gonna leave a mark. I splashed my cell phone again with paint. All right, so we got some nice shadow going, some bright white on this tree. We could actually go all the way, well, pretty far up the tree. We don't want to blowing too hard. You know, we don't see any heavy winds here. We could add some more white on these branches if we wanted to. Anything. Yeah, anything. Matthew, if you have a single question right now, anytime you want during this live, feel free. No one's going to think any different about it. You have in here right now, there's some pretty amazing artists that are very great instructors also. And trust me, they come on here and they help me paint. This isn't always about me grabbing a paintbrush and painting something. Uh-oh. Great. Now I'm going to get... Now she's going to want me to put in a palm tree or something. Matthew was here. I don't know if he left or not. I can't tell if he left. Yeah. Well, she's probably not going to stir so hard right now. She'd been to see the vampire. So. Alright. Let's grab some water. This is just water. This isn't anything else. We're going to come right across. Let's see. The tree's going to be that big. I'm going to go that big. That tree's that big. So this will be our ground level right here. We don't need to put a whole one in. So let's go ahead and add about, you know, I don't like that edge right there though. Just got a little bit of water, just trying to make that edge just a touch softer. There we go. Oh man, no big deal. I take 2 of those. Like it's Torbis that. That's not a big deal. Been on that for a while. Am I squeaking, you guys? Because if I'm squeaking, I gotta adjust some stuff here. Because just want a little bit of a bright spot right here. It's very light paint. Like I said, I'm not putting much heavy paint on today, but I wanted to brighten up this spot right there. Got any questions? Am I going too fast? Do you want me to slow down? You want me to close my eyes? You guys want me to actually pay attention to what you're saying? Oh, that's what I did yesterday. Yeah, try doing it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you haven't eaten since 10 o'clock the other night. You wake up and your blood sugar's freaking out and you're going, stupid people. It's like, oh yeah, we want you to go and fast, but we're not going to give you your appointment until in early afternoon. We want you to starve to death first with no coffee. Can you believe no coffee? They told me no coffee. I couldn't believe it. It's like, yeah, whatever. All right, sorry, I'm losing my mind. So we got that shadow, got our spot. We've got our shadow right where it's gotta be. Right there. There's my tree. Oh. Wow. 16 by 20s, 15 of them. And brush it. Wow. Yeah. That'd be cool. I'm trying to figure out what I did to this brush. Just give me 1 second. Oh, what happened to it? I was just using this thing 2 seconds ago. Oh, I broke another one. Oh, man. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry for breathing in your ear. Although I no doubt Chrissy'd like that. Sorry. I'm just joking. Alright. I got another brush. It's new. Never used it. It's got bristles falling out of it. It's cheapy from Wally World. Needs a haircut. Give me half a second, guys. I'm trying to get back to you. I bought a pack of I almost think they're like Crafter's Choice cheap. Oh, look at that, Chrissy. They're Royal and Langnickel. Well, last I heard she was not on, but yeah, I have tons of cousins, and most of the time they're okay. Alright, let's grab a little bit of dark, just a touch on my paintbrush. because I want this right here. It's just blue. It's just phthalo blue, and I just want it a little bit craggy. A little. Just gonna touch in here a little bit. And a little bit in here. Not doing much. Just adding a little depth to this. We're not getting carried away with it. We're not taking its temperature or anything. Okay, right there. Alright. A little bit darker in there. I think I need to add just a tiny bit right there too. Just a little bit. Still, tiny bits of paint. You're not floating your paintbrush. You're holding your... And I know most of you guys know this. I'm just... You know... Sometimes less is more when it comes to putting paint layers on. It's okay to go slow. We don't all have to have it done in an hour. Trust me, most of the people here know that you guys may see me paint for an hour on here, but then I'll spend another half an hour painting. Sorry, I'm reading this. No. Anthony, something changed from last night because last night Ian was on Chrissy's and he said he's not going to be on tonight because she's having YouTube issues. Did that finally get straightened out? How do you get the link in your banner by YouTube, like by Bruce? Well, first I checked with Ian, Anthony, and Chrissy and make sure it was okay. And then there's part of your settings when you set up your banner and stuff. You can actually add those links there because those are the people that teach me. So I want to make sure people know that, you know, yeah, you can watch me paint and you can have a great time because this is really just a big family. But if you want to learn really, really good, go follow these people. Go check out their pages. And I just did that twice in a row, and I just took it out twice in a row. And I'm chatting with you guys, and I put my white on the wrong side of my tree. And that is peachy. So now I have to go back in and take it out again. We're just going to leave it in there. Let's just move it around a little bit. Alright, I think we're done with this tree. I played with it long enough. I've been putting in that building. So let's grab our fat little brush. Get some water in there so she's nice and thirsty. Let's get some, let's go with barn red. Let's make a nice little barn red wash. Let's throw a little bit of plain old crimson in there. Kind of a, we'll wipe off one side. We're going to do kind of a small building. I don't want a big one. And I want it to be this way, so we're going to go down. Wow, this is going to be fun. Doing this left-handed. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I'm doing. Okay, we want that down there like that. And we're gonna get it just a little bit darker on a little bit darker, so I can light this, but I need a little dark to do it. Let's see. It's gonna come to here, like so. Like so, and then probably here, like so. I know, close my mouth. Thin layers. Wait, did I just? I'm so tuned into what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really gonna have to pay attention because this is a little more difficult for me than I normally would just slap this up here and it would be good. That would be good enough anyway. We're playing rotated. It's almost like I'm batting for the other team. That didn't sound good, actually. That sounded really bad. I'm sorry. I'm not batting for the other team. Gonna add just a touch of my yellow ochre in here because I want this a little bit yellowed over here. And I'm gonna start up top first. Turn my brush as I go. Try to keep that edge right there good. And we'll straighten it out just a little bit. I know. I'm sorry. Hello. How are you? Resting and sleeping? I'm glad you're taking it easy. Glad to see you're on, though. I miss the harassment. I have not painted anything green, even though it's in white. All right. Oh, green tape. Yeah, all right. Picky. I'll see you later. Take care of yourself, please. All right. I grabbed just ever so slightly. There's some um, burnt umber, raw umber, and titanium white on my brush ever so lightly. And what I'm going to do is pray I get this straight because I am having such a good time getting this to be. Oof, that's going to be fun. I might actually have to break out a ruler. Alright, so that goes there. It goes right here. And it's going to go just like this to here. I'm trying. I'm giving it my best effort. It may not be perfect. My dimensions are going to be off a little bit, I think, because I can't quite. My brain is like looking at me going, yeah, whatever. They don't care what you're thinking, you're not going to be able to do it. Let's get that one right there. It's not happy. Gotta make sure I get a little bit more paint in here, though. A little bit more water, I mean. A little more brown. Let's get a little of that white off there. Get a little bit brown. I don't want to put any black in it if I can help it. This is the only time I'm actually putting full paint on. Oh, that's why. Come on, you can do it. Just relax. Wow, my building's all messed up. Oh man. My building's all wonky. The whole roof line right here is all wrong. That roof line's gone way out of whack. Jeez. Shouldn't try to do stuff when you just physically can't do stuff today. I'll be okay. Oh, yeah, I'll give her the green tape if she wants it. I'll mail it to her. I've got 20 rolls of the stuff. Let's just remove some paint. Little Mr. Thirsty Brush. It's gonna eat my paint right here. I'll be back with you guys in 1 second. Just chat amongst yourselves. I've got to repair a complete and total mess up. Happens. It happens. I know this is why you guys watch me. You just wait. You just sit there and go, oh, it's gonna happen. Here it goes. Any minute now. We know he's gonna do it. You guys just wait for that moment of meltdown, don't you? Well, not today. I am uncaffeinated. I have no Twinkies in my system. I am completely freaking out. My body is screaming for sugar. It's not that I still have massive sugar issues as far as needing tons of it, but you know what? This was painted by a 12-year-old. Let's do that. This barn was painted by this guy's kid because he didn't do his homework, so he had to paint it, and he left all these paint strokes in here. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. And he was... Yeah, I went from trying to help you guys figure out how to do a watercolor style painting with acrylics to totally messing up my own paintings. Oh, that's pretty cool. That happens, you know. It just means that it proves to you that it doesn't matter how long you've been painting or what you paint, or I mean, I've done. Actually, I was just writing down that the other day. I'm coming up. I paint a lot more than you guys think I do. I paint every day about 4 times a day. I'm coming up somewhere around almost 1,000 paintings, 800, 900 and something, 940 some odd paintings. Getting close to that 1,000 mark. I'm going to do this just straight, more or less, because I cannot get that angle today, so it's just going to have to be wrong, but it is what it is. It is what it is today, guys. I don't even know who that person was. That just texted me. I have no clue. You guys heard the ding. I have never heard that name. I don't know who that is. Um, I don't know a Richard. Not one bit. I don't know a single Richard, actually. Not that I know of, anyway. Does anybody know a Richard? Chrissy, do you know a Richard? So we're going to put this paint in here, like so. And then we're going to take our big brush with some water and wipe it off. Make sure I get our red out of it. No, me either. And we're just going to pull. Boy, I'd like to be able to just get that dark edge right there off. I don't know if I can get my arm to turn that way without being in your head, in your face here. Just kind of make it. Yeah, it's not the greatest painting in the way in the world today, that's for sure. But we're going to grab some white. And we're going to I'm not even really touching this paper. I'm just kind of laying the brush on it, and this time I do have some paint because I wanted that glob right there. I wanted that that snowdrift look glob. We're gonna go ahead and just put a couple of those there. Let's go ahead and put a line right here, like so. Grab some paint. touch push, touch push, touch push. And we'll pull up and up and up and up and up. It's a little off, but that's it. Richard Edicardo something or other, and he keeps replying to comments that I don't remember making. But anyway, let's go ahead and I don't know. It's kind of hard to do this way, but I'm trying to chat at the same time. I'm really making the effort. Let's see. This needs to be a little darker. We're gonna add just a touch of blue to our. So we get a little bit of light blue color going. It's still snow, but it's not bright in the sunlight, so. Yeah, let's close that little globular right there. Thank you. It's okay. It's not really what I wanted. I mean, I wish it was better, but you know, I'm doing what I can. Now grab the little smaller. We're gonna grab just a touch of black. I meant a touch of blue with it. Making some black and blue. Trying to anyway. What is going on? Oh, that one was from Matthew. Matthew, are you still here? Did I drive you away? A little bigger. And a little bigger still. And then rinse that, grab that one. Grab some white right there, just a little bit of white, maybe just a touch of blue to it. Just a little bit. Let's see. So this is going to be here, like so. A little bit more paint, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Um, I probably could, if I gave thought to it. Let's, we're going to change this color in a second, but we're going to add some snow right here. And then, I don't know. I'm afraid to do it, but I think I can. I think I can do it. All right, let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna grab some of this water. I'm gonna grab just this swampy yellow ochre. And I want you to go like so. I just created a monster, you know that. Across here. Wipe that off. I pull that upward. Yeah, I don't know. I wish it was better. I did what I could. Really hurt my arm doing that. Oh, ouch. I would have liked to add more tree and stuff, but I'm just don't have it in me, guys. Although, if I remember right, there's no door. There's no door in my barn over there. Don't you guys think I should probably add a front door? I mean, those are the doors, but it's sort of different. Let's put a different kind of door in. Um, let's put a bigger door. Something. Let's go. Let's go with something about that high. Don't care about the bottom. I'll fix that in a minute. Don't care about the sides. I'll fix that in a minute. Let's go ahead and add some snow there. Let's add a little bit more snow down here so it goes up into some of the cracks of the door. The doorway. No, it's not. It's my house. Let's face it. This is mine. I can put it anywhere I want. Hey, listen. I'm sorry to cut you guys short again. Well, I guess I'm not really short. It's been an hour, but um, I just moved my arm the wrong way and caused a serious amount of pain. So I'm gonna have to cut this short. But I think I'm pretty close. I hope I could help you a little bit, Matthew, if you're still here. I mean, I hope you understand that thinner watercolor paper doesn't necessarily mean evil. It just means you got to use less paint and treat it more like a watercolor. Um, Lots of layers, lots of little shades, little spots of, look at the painting, and when you look at your picture, you see a spot that's dark. Start out everything around it light first. Do all your light colors first, and then build up on that and go from there. Yeah, that's the problem with it's kind of a little bit of opposite thinking. Because once you put dark on your watercolor paper, you're not going to turn it much light unless you want to put a weird layer on it like I do. Did I just put white paint right there? Probably. But I'm sorry I couldn't chat much, guys. I tried. I did my best. Well, not my best, but I did the best I could today. Let's see what the barn looks like now that we're going to get to this piece of paper. No, Chrissy, you cannot have the tape. I'm okay with that. It's a little odd shaped, but down and away. I can't do down and away right here because I'm hitting the bottom of my easel. This one's actually not on a board. That should have been darker, not lighter. I know that. I messed up there. Um, Maybe the sun comes this way most of the time. It couldn't matter, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I crumbled it up and I threw it away. If you only knew how much I love to throw away tape. But anyway, this is what I've got for today. It's kind of a weird shape. This proportionately weird barn. For some reason, I cannot get my brain to think the correct barn shape with this hand. I don't know what it is. I tried drawing a house yesterday and it came out, I don't know, it came out upside down. Just about. But Chris, I'm gonna have to go back and read this after. And you guys have been chatting away, and I haven't had a chance to really look at much. I am going to go become a zombie, and probably won't be able to talk to anybody for a little while. Because, well, if I do talk to you, it's gonna be fun. May not understand a word I say. I had a great time chatting on Chrissy's thing last night. Not sure what I said, but I bet you it was funny. But thank you for visiting. It's not to the end of the world painting. It's not going to kill me. I'm sure I can go back and fix it once I'm able to. That was funny. But I hope you guys enjoyed the visit. Thank you all for visiting. And Matthew, if you ever need help, man, don't be afraid to ask. I'm always around. If, you know, I'm just learning too. And I learn from the same people you do. And I have no problems answering questions or helping people out. I may not have the answers, and if I don't have the answers, guess what? I will ask other people. I got no problem with that. But you all take care and enjoy. And you guys are losing it. You think I'm bad. I think some of you are on better pain meds than I am. I'm telling you. But I love you guys all. You all take care, and I will talk to you soon. Enjoy, as always. See ya.